was Laughing Backwards off the new album Lucky Number by Optic Sink. Jamming, y'all. That sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, thanks.
Where did you record this?
We recorded in Lawrence, Kansas with our friends Caulfield Schnug and Lyra Mondel of Sweeping Promises.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, huge shout out. They rule.
Yeah, and so they have kind of a home studio set up.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
The Donut House.
What's that?
The Donut House. It's beautiful.
The Donut House.
Yeah, it's really cool. The studio, like where we actually recorded, was it used to be like a sculptor, like an art, like they would have like live sculpting in it in the house, and with the people who own the house.
But this is
them.
built into their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like this big, like beautiful light-filled room with like a lot of wood.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess it used to be like a bunch of people would gather and like sculpt or draw, or like it was like an art studio. And
So this is like it's something that was added onto the house. It's like an
Yeah.
art studio.
Yeah.
Wow.
It seems like it. Yeah.
yeah.
So you can still kind of separate. You're like not literally like in somebody's living room, like with
No.
a 4-track.
Yeah.
we're-
Yeah.
I'm cutting vocals in the bathroom.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
well, it's funny. There is, it's a little bit. Yeah, there's like the studio, and then there is like a bathroom connected to it. So we did actually the background vocals on that song you just played are me and Lyra. There's like a me track, like a normal one, and then there's another track kind of tucked in that's me and Lyra hollering in the bathroom.
Oh, nice. We were hollering in the bathroom.
Yeah,
That's a normal recording session.
right. Gotta have that.
Yeah, that's great. And that's where you did Glass Blocks too, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's a good
Yeah.
streak that y'all are on there.
It's a good formula.
It's a good formula.
Yeah, and we've got a good like rhythm going with,
Right.
With Caulfield and Lyra for sure.
Right. You sort of have a working relationship that's established.
Yeah.
And they know what you're working with.
Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Right. And Caulfield, because they record other bands. I love that Soup Activist record.
Yeah,
that
oh, man, that
You
record's so
recorded,
good.
of course, their material too,
Yeah.
your records, but this is a different type of thing. This is not just, come in, let's cut the rhythm tracks with a drummer and a bass player and everything. It's a different approach. So
Yeah.
how does that work in a studio? Like, because I'm curious, like, it's not like, okay, let's get the drums, bass, and guitar laid down and a scratch vocal, etc., like what you normally do. So how do y'all approach that? Like, I'm assuming program the rhythm part.
Yeah, I'd
The
say
drums.
the way that we do it isn't too different than a more traditional band, but instead of like bass, drums, guitar, scratch vocal, it's just sort of like, let's get down what we've got and then start fine-tuning it or adding to it. Y'all wanna...
I guess Lyra and Caulfield have a lot of gear as well, so that was one factor in it, because we have our drum machines and stuff like that, but when we got up there, for Glass Blocks, they had like a Lynn drum machine for all you gearheads out there.
Right.
And then what was the other one that you
Yeah,
used
this one was
up
the
there?
New Order one.
Oh, right, the DMX drum
Right.
machine. So yeah, the Lynn drum was on Glass Blocks, but DMX was on Lucky Number. And the drums were super fun to record because it was sort of like a Frankenstein kit. It was like all playing at once, but it was like 3 drum machines and then selectively muting voices to sort of combine like the clap from this one, the snare from that one, the
Right.
kick from that one. So yeah, it was like DMX, the 808 clone, and Natalie's Drum Brute Impact. All
Picking
sort of.
the best tones.
Yeah, like-
of all of them.
And
You
so
know.
you're stacking these and kind of constructing them, but then when y'all perform the song, like when you get the basic track, is all that locked in, or are you doing like a basic drum track to get the other instruments, or is all this stacked into the actual recording? Because that's all plug-in stuff. You're not micing everything, right?
Right, yeah, just taking the individual outputs from those machines and running it into Caulfield's mixer. So like, and there's like, it's not all programmed. I'm tapping
You
stuff
manually
in.
play drums like as if you were playing a drum too, because I've noticed
Yeah,
live even, I can
sometimes.
see Ben, but he's like doing stuff. in
Yeah,
real
just
time.
like certain parts, and then also like throwing it into the effects.
Yeah.
So that's sort of like another performance element that, so it's not just like hit play, let it go, record it. It's, I try to put some performance in there.
Yeah.
Not
Make
much.
it swing a little
not
bit.
too
Yeah.
much, but not too little. Just sort of
Right.
what makes sense.
For the most part, all these were cut live. You know, the main bulk of it was like live takes.
Right.
Yeah, and like even some of them like Don't Look Down was basically like kind of completed. The writing of it was like completed as we recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of did that thing that I feel like X-Cult did when we were recording together, and like other bands I've been in have done, Knots has done, where like you play, I think we had played it like 3 times or something, and we like listened back and we were like, that one has the best
Right.
like, verve. And I think we even ended up mixing in some scratch vocal with that a little bit, or no, we re-recorded it the way it was recorded. But yeah, so they still have this kind of like live feel, even though we do have a lot of like programming going
Right.
on.
Well, I'd say one thing too, though, about the approach that y'all are using is y'all recreate it live perfectly. Like what you hear on because sometimes it's like a band goes in a studio and it's like, oh, we can do all this stuff, so let's do it. But then when they play, it's like a 3, 4, 5 piece band, and it doesn't all have that. I know that happens to us, but the song becomes a different thing. But when y'all play, it's like
It's all still
it
there.
sounds like the song. Yeah, all the elements are there.
That's like a pretty conscious decision. So when we went into the studio, Caulfield and Lyra have like so many great ideas like for production, and Lyra is like a music just like genius. Like she just has this amazing ability to like really listen and then come up with these like counter melodies or like ideas for background parts or stuff like that. And she had a lot of ideas, and we had to have some conversations that were like not difficult but sort of like intentional about being like, we don't want to get stuck not being able to do this live.
To recreate it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Can't put too much magic.
exactly,
on it.
yeah, because
Right.
it's like for me, the live experience of seeing a band is like really, really special.
Right.
And I like that the live experience is like different from the album, but I for Optic Sink, I wouldn't want it to be so different that you're like, oh man, I'm missing this like.
Yeah, that this whole thing is like it's studio trickery,
Yeah.
and it's not
Yeah,
translating, which is not
exactly,
true.
Exactly.
Because I mean, I've seen y'all everywhere from like in a club, in a nightclub, in a venue to I was like 2 weeks ago, I saw y'all playing outside of a horse barn in the country at night with like
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
lights
Oh,
projected
yeah.
behind you. And
we do it all.
Tapping
Yeah.
into our roots.
Yeah, and just to see it in these different environment, in these different settings, and it translate is really cool. So
Cool, thanks. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm glad we've had the opportunity to play so many cool spots. I feel like Memphis has really like picked it up in the past couple
Right.
of years with like interesting places to play.
Exactly. And you all have some stuff coming up, and we'll get to that too,
Yeah.
'cause I want to play it. All right, let's hear Lucky Number. This is the title track off of Lucky Number by Optic Sink. Ooh, all right. That was Lucky Number, the title track off Optic Sink's new album, Lucky Number. Thanks for coming down, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah,
This is
thanks
fun.
for having us.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right, so we were talking about the recording process and how y'all do that, and some of the equipment and stuff that y'all use. So before you get to the recording process, you have the writing process.
Yeah.
and I've been reflecting on this conversation that I had with you, Natalie, and it was around when we did the Demo Love thing last year.
Yeah.
And y'all were ramping up, gearing up, working towards the recording of this album. And we were talking about that process, and it was like, we were talking about the idea of a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, a deadline's a good thing, because if you know that, like, we have this thing that we want to do.
Yep.
And I know at that time you were saying, we're looking at probably recording maybe in the fall, like into the winter. And when did y'all end up recording it?
We scooted the
Yeah, the
deadline
deadline
down.
moved.
But we were up there, in March?
It was March, yeah.
March. Yeah, my reply to the whole thing was like, I can't have a deadline at this point. Like we worked together and had deadlines on stuff, and it's like the idea of going into the studio and knowing exactly what you're going to do versus having an idea of what you're going to do. And just reflecting on that now, and then hearing y'all talk about this thing. Well, when we got to the studio in Lawrence, and it's like, oh, you have this drum machine and we can actually work that in, or you have an idea for a vocal melody, or you have an idea for a synth thing that we can add, or guitar, bass, all the things that are on it. I think that that's awesome that you can have, I guess, the structure for the song, but it's not so locked in that it's not elastic enough to allow for that.
So just like a template that you can modify. Or
Yeah, that's like everything for us, I feel like, is like having, because I feel like you want the confidence of being like, okay, we've practiced this a bunch, so we have like a good base, but you also want the like openness to be like, oh, it could all change, basically.
Right. And so this is another thing that fascinates me. Do you demo stuff before you go record an album?
We did this time. We did half of them. Yeah, we did 4 of them.
Is that something that y'all have done on the other albums?
Not really. Not like officially. We have a bunch of phone recordings.
Right, phone, exactly. Okay, a phone voice memo is like step one.
Yeah.
Like, but then there's the idea of let's actually use like something that we could record this, layer it, sort of mix it, like something, but not quite the full studio thing, because I know that some bands do that really diligently to a degree that it's like, man, to me, the demo's kind of better than the final recording. You fall in love with the demo, and then it's like...
Yeah, I think a lot of the time, the demo is going to be better.
Demo love.
There's just a lot
Exactly, because you go into it with no
most
pressure.
of the time.
Yeah, no pressure. Like, this is just an idea.
It's
that
all
I'm sketching
feeling,
up.
too.
Our demos are interesting because we did 4 of them, and speaking of deadlines, I can't remember if it was just me and Keith or how we came around to this, but we were like, we're going to do it all in one night. We're not going back to mix these demos. We're not overdubbing vocals.
We're going to play the album.
We're going to play the 4
and hit
songs
record.
we have.
Yeah.
And we met up with Drew, Andrew McCullough at
Drew Dog.
What up, Drew?
I really like the spontaneous greeting.
Yeah,
Like exactly
Mickey,
how
baby.
Exactly how
You
I
say
greet him
Andrew,
in
and it's
real
like,
life.
which one?
Yeah.
Drew Dog.
Drew. So yeah, we met up with Drew, and he like got it sounding so good, and we just like played the 4 songs, and then we like mixed them immediately, and then he like printed them
to the Roland. He did the 1824. Yeah.
And then
That's the best, probably, like, pretty quick and easy sketch, but beyond a point of a voice memo on a phone.
Exactly. We didn't want to get like in the weeds doing that because honestly we were so under the gun, like trying to finish the other 4 songs.
So okay, so for like an idea of the timeline, so that was like the May or so of last year when we had that conversation.
Yeah, when we talked with Greg. Yeah.
And then when did y'all do the demos? Because this has a total of 8 tracks, and you're saying you had 4.
Probably seemed like last year, or it seemed like last fall, winter when we were doing all this. It
So like
seems
like roughly halfway between when the album got made, because there's 8 tracks and you had like 4 done.
Yeah.
I seem to remember like October of last year really just putting full focus on finishing all the songs
Right.
for this.
We had to send the demos to Feel It too, because
Yeah.
Sam was like, I called him and I was like, hey, we want to do another record, you know.
Let me know what it sounds like.
Yeah, Sam was basically like, all right, cool. Well, I need to hear it.
I need to
was
hear
like,
something.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
And you're like, before we go record the whole thing and get all this
Yeah.
done, let's figure out.
That
all
was
right,
a-
shout out Feel It Records too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was
for
another
sure.
reason for the demoing, just like for trying to woo this label. It's like let's give them a good quality.
Yeah, we like
thing
to
listen
woo.
to. Yeah, we got woo. Woo! Woo! Yeah, turn that woo into woo woo.
Optic Sink really likes to woo you.
We have to woo.
Yeah,
You have to.
You
We
know?
must
full-time
woo.
job.
No getting around it.
Yeah.
But that, like, you know.
So it's a good exercise for y'all to just sort of lock in, like, this is the direction, and also give the label an idea of, like, this is what we're working on,
Yeah.
and this is what it's
Yeah.
going to basically be like.
And yeah, for
Because
sure.
on Glass Blocks, there was a track that y'all sort of just wrote in the studio, wasn't it?
There
And
was-
that's fun, too, because
Yeah.
that kind of opens you up, especially, like, once you're in the process, like, we got all the heavy lifting out of the way.
Yeah.
We got, like, the main stuff recorded. Some of this is open-ended. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's like 100% like the process for me, because it combines like the like structure that personally I feel like I have to have, or else I would just go into a studio and like fail. Like I would just be so stressed out and would like not be able to do it.
Right.
But it also gives the like, yeah, the freedom and the like, really like the special, like the most interesting and special part of recording, where like all the surprises happen.
Yeah, it's what I call the happy accident.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you're like, oh, we didn't know that was going to happen, but that's the beauty of being
Yeah.
kind of in that moment. Especially,
Exactly.
like I said, you're sort of in the mode, you're in the flow of the work by then.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just locked in, and that state of mind is easier to access.
Right.
I think.
Like having, getting all the stuff you know about out of the way, or not
Yeah.
out of the way, but completing it was awesome, because having enough time also to like really focus all day if you want to on like
Right.
creating something new.
Right.
And you're not at your house and you're not in town, you don't have to like go do something later, so you can just really let it rip.
Focus,
It's your
yeah.
sole purpose at
Yeah.
the moment.
And I mean, I got to say, like, being sequestered in this beautiful light-filled studio in the Midwest in the winter, like, that's a good place to
Yeah.
be. There's
It's
not
nice.
a lot of
Yeah.
distraction.
Yeah,
No.
not at all. I mean, honestly, JB, I like got really addicted to the idea of it after we did the first X-Cult record. Like
Leaving town to do the
yeah,
record?
in San
Yeah.
Francisco. Yeah, because it was like, and that was a different experience because we're flying like across the country. For
Mr.
sure.
Bangs, what up?
Yeah. But yeah, I really like, for me, my attention span is just like not, I have to really like be immersed in something. I kind
Right.
of feel like I'm either like all or nothing sometimes, for better or worse. But so this idea of like going to Lawrence, like going in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. Lawrence is an awesome town, but yeah.
No, Lawrence is
Yeah.
killer. It's great.
But
And
we don't know anybody there.
Yeah,
and
we're
it's
just
like,
working.
what's going on tonight? or
Yeah.
whatever,
right.
And Caulfield and Lear are like, huge shout out to them, because I mean they are like keeping this this arm of the like DIY scene like alive in such a cool way. They're providing,
Absolutely.
like they are like down to, we were doing this for like 12 hours a day or something, and they're like in it, they're really
Right.
stoked about it, and like create this environment that's really like fruitful for like creation, you
Right.
know?
Very dedicated
Yeah,
to it.
oh,
Yeah.
it's really beautiful.
And you can only spend so many hours in Love Garden just flipping through.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, Ben could maybe
Could spend some time.
Yeah. Quality time. All
Be a
right.
good listening station.
They have a very good listening station. Can I borrow those needles? All right. Let's hear another tune off the. There's a good brunch spot right down the way, too.
Oh yeah.
Plenty- yeah.
Optic Sink loves talking brunch.
Yeah, they've got like 4 A+ breakfast options.
Yeah. They like their breakfast out there. All right. Let's hear Construction right now. You're listening to WYXR 91.7 FM Memphis, raised by sound. Optic Sink right there. With Construction off their new album Lucky Number. Jamming, y'all. Love it. I love the fade in and the fade out on that.
Hell yeah.
All right, I've got to ask the question I've been waiting to ask. Natalie, you do all the design on this, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about specifically. Well, I mean, I have questions about and just your approach. I've got to say this though, on the front end. When bands are able to but completely capture what they're doing sonically, visually, that's always, in-house. There's like, I feel like a lot of the great bands can match. There's something about the design aspect of it. And this is the part that I don't know about. I have an understanding of music and recording to some degree and stuff like that, putting all that together, but like design, no. I'm just like, I know there's like, I don't know, it's an art obviously, but what can you tell me about your approach to design for all of the stuff that you do for Optic Sink? I mean in general, but Optic Sink specifically, like what ties all that together?
Oh man. So with Optic Sink I feel like the design came the most into its element like this year, like with this record and the flyers. Yeah, I feel like I was kind of sketching and wandering a little bit with some of the other stuff, but this one felt more like this year, like I said, it felt a little more cohesive. So for that one, I was thinking a lot about like luck, like in general, like for this record, and the title, of course, Lucky Number, and thinking sort of about like superstition, but also like routines, and simultaneously like slot machines and like scratchers and all that. So I wanted that like really repetitious like look on the front to kind of look like a slot machine that wasn't lining up, and thinking about like the that like Lucky Sevens lotto scratcher that kind of has the pattern,
right? And
then on the back, so I made the pattern for the front, and I was like, oh, I think that's the cover, like after I like designed the pattern. And then on the back I was like, I think it'd be really cool to have some contrast, so I wanted it to look like kind of one of those like bootleg, like I have this really cool it's like a house 12-inch, but it's just got the record label like repeating, and it kind of has a similar vibe as the Lucky Number repetition thing. But then I wanted to draw from some of the like punk influences too on top of the like dance stuff. So I did that little sticker that kind of looks like, or it's not actually a sticker, but the square on the back. That
on the back it looks like one of those just like, you see like bootleg records where there's a sticker that's just on it for the label or something. It almost looks like you could feel where the edge of the sticker is.
Oh, thanks. Good.
The way that it's situated on there, and it's very like Xerox looking, the photo is. And then this, I've got to ask about. Y'all would have to look online to see the picture of this, right?
The masks.
The mask, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're asking about the masks. So I was researching, one of my favorite inspirations for graphic design is like 80s, sometimes late 70s, like newspapers with the ads in the back and the like columns of ads. I've actually had to design a bunch for my job, so I've gotten this like look at a lot of them through like newspapers.com or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's where that one came from. But it's like the theater ads, like for the movies, have always been like just like huge inspiration to me, like the fonts, the way it looks, all of that. But that one came from like a community theater, like theater, like plays, theater. And I just like loved how that looked. And truthfully, like on a more, I don't know, like serious or whatever the right word is note, but the album is very much like kind of, even that last song we heard, Construction, is like more about the idea of like construction, like constructing reality, or like maybe it's like something in your head that you've like built up into like a total reality. So this like relationship with theater, and kind of like, like on a personal scale, and also on this like wider scale of like, seeing some of these things play out that we've like seen in the past, like politically, and like some stuff we haven't seen, and it's just crazy, but kind of how all that ties in and influences one another.
Right. because it's down here in the corner, but this image specifically speaks to what you were just saying about some of the things going on. It's like what's real and what's a mask, basically.
Yeah.
And who's laughing and who's crying.
Yeah, exactly. Who's doing both?
Yeah, because to look at it, even the insert in this one, I've got to, like, just seeing this, I had not seen the insert for today.
Yeah.
The angles, for me, when I listen to the music, and especially there's something for me, obviously, about with music that's driven by drum machines and things like that have, whether it's quantized or it's in quote unquote perfect time versus a human is going to swing a little bit. There's something that's very linear about it, and that's like when you see this, it's all very linear, even though they're broken up. And I see what you're talking about, the slot machines where they don't match. There's a thing about columns and lines that sort of is in the music too. It's really
cool.
Interesting. This though, did you design the front of the Aaron Boy 7-inch?
Yeah, well, Chris had the idea. So Chris was like, had the vision basically, then I laid it out in Photoshop. That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
But thinking about stuff you've done, even the first Not single with the NOTS, there's something that's always like linear and. Is columnic a word?
I don't know. I like it though.
It is now.
Columnic, yeah.
Columnic. Yeah.
I don't think that's a
Columnic
word.
theory.
I like it though.
Yeah, I'd
I'll
like to
take
study
it.
columnic theory in design, and people are like, you don't really know what you're talking about. I'm like, maybe I don't.
I love a grid.
Maybe
I don't. Yeah, but I love the visual aspect of what y'all are doing and the way that it perfectly suits the music, because me being at an age where I was old enough to grow up where the primary method of like delivery for music, even before CDs obviously, was LPs.
Yeah.
And there's something that's still, for me, totally magical about listening to a record and zoning out on the cover art, on the back of it, the insert, all that stuff. It's a completely different experience than like a J card or like whatever that you would get,
Yeah, the object element of it is so cool. I love thinking about materials too.
Right.
So that insert is actually printed on like it's like offset print. It's like what a magazine would be printed on.
Right.
Yeah.
It does feel like that. It's not just paper.
Yeah.
It's not like normal paper stock.
Yeah, totally. So it kind of has that very like advertising or magazine kind of gloss on it,
right,
which is interesting.
Okay, so tell me, just for people listening right now, where can they go to buy a copy of this record and look at all this stuff while they're listening to it?
Yeah, so you can buy a copy from us if you're local. You can hit me up or hit Optic Sink up on Instagram, just Optic Sink, all one word. And we can figure that out. Or if you are not local, you can get it on Bandcamp. That's a good way if you want the digital files too, as well as the LP, or if you only want the digital files.
So if you just go to Bandcamp, Optic Sink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if you just search Optic Sink on Bandcamp, we should come up. And then Feel It Records is selling it, so you can order from them online. Feel It rules too, so you can check out the rest of their catalog. Locally, I think Honor has some copies and Shangri-La. So yeah, those are the options.
All right, get yourself a copy of this record and enjoy. Yeah, you can enjoy looking at this as you're jamming out to it.
And I'm gonna put. I've been meaning to do this for all the albums, but I'm gonna upload the insert. I think to Bandcamp. I think you can make it to where you can like download the PDF, so the lyric sheet is like up and all that.
Okay.
So I'll figure that out.
Yeah, perfect.
Soon.
I love a lyric sheet too, because even though I think I know, it's like I think I know what somebody's saying.
Yeah.
it's always interesting to be able to read
The
what
misinterpretations
they're
are really fun. I like when people tell me what they think I'm saying.
I know.
I
Keith
make
has
up
a
a
good
lot of
one.
my own.
Yeah. I know.
I
and
got
it's
my
like,
own album.
Yeah, exactly.
He's singing his own songs during the
I
Optic
have
Sink.
my own lyric sheet, okay?
Yeah, we'll release Keith's lyric sheet too.
A lot of columnic theory comes into
The
play.
Keith sheet on columnic theory is forthcoming, y'all, so stay tuned. All right, let's go ahead and finish Outside A now. You mentioned this song earlier, Don't Look Down.
Yeah.
And what were you telling me specifically about this one?
This is the one that got like finished in Lawrence. it got started when I was working on a TV show in Nashville, and I got stuck in a hotel. I got like snowed in.
So you do design. That's what you do for a
Yeah.
living too. You do design, and that's what you were referencing with the old TV ads.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm a freelance designer, and I do some stuff for film and TV when there's a job to
Cool.
be done.
Yeah. And so you were doing a job and you were snowed in.
Yeah, they brought me to work for like a handful of days in Nashville, or like a week. I can't remember how long it was. And it was right when like this big snow hit, basically. So I essentially ended up working remote for a day out of a hotel in Nashville when I was brought to work in person, which was kind of funny. So I couldn't leave the hotel, and it was like one of the like Candlewood Suites, like extended stay guys by like the highway. Mm-hmm. So I had like basically moved in. I like brought all my synths, like total maniac.
Oh, you were jamming in the hotel
Oh
room.
yeah, I knew it because I was like, I'm not gonna, the shifts are so long. I work like 12-hour film and TV shifts, so I was like, I'm not gonna like go out. I'm gonna go eat like somewhere, and then I'm gonna come back to the hotel and like play these synths, basically. So I had like planned on that, but then I got snowed in, and I was like, all right, well, after I'm done working, I'm just gonna play synths and walk downstairs and look at these trains in the snow. And I got kind of obsessed with the trains, and I was like taking videos of them and listening to them. Like the sound was really cool.
Yeah. And something about when everything's covered in snow, sound is different.
Yeah. Yes. Even like the crunch of the snow, and everything feels really muted.
Right. Mm-hmm. And this is the single. This was the first single, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. We're gonna hear "Don't Look Down" by Optic Sink off their new album "Lucky Number" right here on WYXR 91.7 FM Memphis. All right, y'all, we're about to turn the corner. That was cooking. That was the first single off Lucky Number by Optic Sink. That was Don't Look Down. Killer.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna.
Thank you.
We gotta flip it over to side B here. I might get a DJ assist. I do want to mention also that Natalie and Ben are DJs here at WYXR, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let y'all plug your shows.
Oh yeah, Ben, you go first.
Not
You're
let, but I'm gonna
you're
ask
have
if
to
you'll
DJ
plug.
assist after.
Tonight at 7, from 7 to 8, actually, every Sunday, you can listen to me play records on Do You Believe under my alter ego, DJ Damp Velour.
Yes.
Here.
Check it out.
You'll be back down here
Yeah.
today in the bowl.
Yeah, Ben's show is so good. Definitely check that out. And I DJ every Thursday night from 10 to 11. My show is called Strange Wave.
Right on.
Yeah.
So we got Thursday and Sunday. So keep it tuned to WYXR 91.7 FM. Man, we're halfway through the record already.
Yeah, crazy.
Time flies.
Jamming for real. So that's side A, and now we're going to hit side B. And it's got 4 tracks on side A and 4 tracks on side B. Symmetry is important too.
Columbic theory.
The Columbic theory is
Columbic theory in full practice.
really onto something
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
So I've got to ask you about the photo, because we were talking about the insert, and and there's a whole. I've seen y'all. I used one of them today for the to promote the show. Is this photo series by Nate Packard?
Yeah.
I love these, and there's a variety of them in
Oh, yeah.
textures. There's black and white. There's color.
Yeah.
There's different settings. What can y'all tell me about that?
Oh man, so Nate is one of my favorite photographers going right now. Like I've been a big fan of his work for like years now. If y'all haven't seen it, check his stuff out on Instagram. It's just Nate Packard all together, and he's just done stuff for so many people. But so I've always really, really wanted to work with Nate. And I hit him up about doing these, and he was stoked about it. So he came up, I mean, really, I think I gave him maybe 2 loose ideas. I think I was like, I'm really into neo-noir, films.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I might have said, we like the color red.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
A couple mood board items.
Yeah. I mean, that was really it there. Everything with these photos Nate brought to the table. He came up with all of it, including executed them in such a cool way. The one in the insert was shot in this really cool mid-century modern house that he had access to. So yeah, we just kind of ran around the house and took all these photos, and then we met up later at Bar Keo and took some more.
Mm-hmm. That's the outside one on the street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this photo is very interesting. I was trying, because I find myself trying to figure out what the setting is.
Yeah.
Is it a motel or like you said, a mid-century house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this architect's house, and it was his own home, so he was fully flexing his skills.
Was he there?
No, he passed away, but the house was for sale, and I guess Nate knew the realtor, and so we had access to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a cool experience. And I mean, we had no idea. We showed up, and Nate, Nate's such a pro. He was it was 2 hours maybe.
Yeah.
It was, and we were changing outfits and stuff, but we really didn't know what these were going to look like. I think he might have had me peek in the camera for that one, because this one's crazy. It's got, for everyone listening, it's got a mirror in the background.
Is Ben in a mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of optical
There's a lot of
illusions
layers.
at play.
It looks really filmic too.
It was hard to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's he's either in another room or he's in a mirror.
Yeah, it's a mirror. I mean, Nate just has this way of making every shot look like just the most gorgeous, film still or painting, and I mean, I think that across the board with his work. So.
And these are film photos. They're not digital.
Yeah, they're film. He was shooting with
Wow.
this really cool medium format camera that he was saying is really can't take this out of the studio usually, or you shouldn't, but he was, and I think he catches a really cool the texture and the look of them are due to that too.
Yeah, and that's Nate Packard on Instagram,
Yeah.
just Nate Packard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's from Memphis.
Yeah, totally.
Right on. Does he do a lot of band photos or?
Yeah, he shoots tons of stuff. Yeah, lots of band photos, lots of portraits. He's been doing some really cool video work lately too. So yeah, definitely spend some time checking out his work.
I will. And also,
Yeah.
can you tell me too, while we're talking about it, the video
Yeah,
for
happily.
Don't Look Down? Yeah.
Yeah, so Mickey Thordson did our video. She has a crew called Low Budget Film Productions. That's her film production company. And she had like mentioned working together with me like a while ago. Like I want to say like New Year's, we were like dancing, and she was like, "We should do a video." And I was like, "Yeah, I love your work."
Time to make a plan.
Mid dance,
New Year.
let's make a video.
Mid dance, baby. Yeah, New Year's Eve was a great night. So yeah, we had talked about that, and then we like touched base closer to when this record was getting finished. So I knew I wanted to work with Mickey, and pretty much I sent her the song and gave her. I mean, we might have given. Did we give her any direction?
Not really. We basically warned her. It's like, we have nothing,
Yeah.
so you got to come
Like
up
concept wise,
Yeah.
like what
Yeah.
you were trying to do. Yeah.
with.
And-
We're in your hands.
And that's what's so cool about this. So same with Nate. Like I did the same thing with Mickey. I sent Nate like the album art, like the front and the back, and I sent Mickey the same thing and like the album, of course. And they both listened, and like came up with this idea of what they wanted to like express visually after hearing it. So Mickey, I mean, the song she did was Don't Look Down, so it was like a lot of train reference, a lot of like chain link fence shots. There's a really cool like fisheye surveillance concept that she came up with for it, and this whole kind of loose narrative. Oh, I did talk to her about my love for the Depeche Mode music videos.
Yeah.
I was like, that if there's any reference, it's that like Anton Corbijn, like loose, like Depeche Mode kind of like. It's a really loose narrative. They'll have like
Some
really
type
loose
of story
narratives.
flowing
Yeah.
through it, yeah.
Right.
But it's nothing like, it's not like you're watching a short film or something. It's
Right.
just like a loose thing. But yeah, Mickey came up with all of that and did
Was
such a
that
good
shot on
job.
film too?
No, she had like a variety of cameras. She had some like older, she shoots like bands around town on these like older cameras that look really cool. Like I think it's all digital or maybe like little tapes.
Yeah, there's like digital handy cams, and then she sort of, it's like that, and then the modern digital cameras.
Yeah, because there's an analog quality to
Yeah.
the video. I know
Yeah.
that too. Like from looking at it, that's what I was wondering if it was
Yeah.
actually film or just something, because it
She's-
doesn't look like it was like shot on like an iPhone. Or
Yeah,
something.
no.
Yeah, definitely cameras and all across the board as far as
Yeah.
what year.
Right, and it's up on YouTube, so people can go watch the video too.
Yeah, if you search Feel It Records on YouTube, they've got like their music videos up.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to turn the corner now to side B. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's 11:30, and we're going to start.
Get on down
We're
the
going to
line.
get on down the line. That's right. All right, so coming up now, we got How Can I Help You by Optic Sink right here on WYXR 91.7 FM Memphis. All right, that was How Can I Help You? That's kicking off side B of Lucky Number by Optic Sink. We were sitting here while we were listening to that, having the conversation about, we've been talking about writing, y'all's writing process, and then the recording process. And so the other component here besides the music and the recording is the lyrical part, and we were just getting kind of into that without getting too far into it. Because I think when you ask people what is this song about or whatever, it's kind of the thing we're talking about. It's better when somebody can kind of make that be what they wanted or need it to be.
Yeah,
I guess.
It's a fine line.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
So that was How Can I Help You? Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I didn't want to be impolite.
It's an epic sneeze.
Yeah.
Y'all missed it. Sorry.
Buddy.
Gesundheit. All right, so in the process of talking about this, the writing and the recording of it, and I know y'all were saying you had 4 tunes that you had demoed going into it, and then you finished the rest of it before the recording in March. So when you're sequencing this, one, what is your approach to sequencing? And 2, does it have anything to do with the order in which they're written?
Oh, no, I don't know. It doesn't have anything to do with the order that they're written. And then this one, I think I'm pretty sure I wrote out the sequence for this one after we recorded in Lawrence, and then we started listening to it in the sequence.
So it wasn't even during the mixing process?
It was like pre-mixing, I suppose. When you're listening back
the
and
rough,
kind of
the rough takes.
Yeah. So, and then I had written out one and we didn't like it, and then I changed it completely. Yeah, Bam Breaks are
get the whiteboard.
Yep, cross it out.
Wasn't hitting.
It wasn't hitting, and then we changed it to this one. Yeah.
Is there any consideration given I don't know the real science behind this. I'm just saying stuff that I don't really have any idea what I'm saying. So I'm happy to be corrected. But isn't there a thing too with the way that Jesse Mansfield helped me out, or probably a dozen other people we know, that certain the more dense, loud songs are supposed to be closer to the front side of a side.
Yeah, which we ignored.
That's an element.
Yeah, ignore the rules.
I kind of like it when those dense ones are closer to the middle. It sounds cool to me.
Yeah.
Also, if you put too much time on a side, I think it makes it sound cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Props.
Yeah.
This is there's no wasted space on this
It's
record.
really
There's
creeping up on the label.
very limited runoff groove. There's always something about that, for me, just psychologically, when you are looking at an LP and there's this much runoff groove, you're man, there's a lot of real estate.
Yeah, wasteful.
You could have put a jam, wasted real estate. You could have put another
That
jam on
plastic
there.
is just
Yeah,
loose, free plastic.
Yeah, sometimes you find a single with just a glossy side with nothing on it.
I know.
You ever seen one of those?
Yeah, I have.
You actually put one out.
What?
That Knott's remix, the Mikey Young one.
Oh, I've never.
Or you didn't put it out,
Right.
but somebody did.
I've never flipped it over.
Yeah, there's just nothing on the other side.
I love it. She goes, I never flipped it over.
Talk about wasted material. Knots. Jeez.
You know that thing that you're not supposed to do, but sometimes you do it anyway, just see what'll happen. I like to drop the needle on that clear side. And just watch it.
Exciting.
All right, I'm going to put my own grooves on this. All right. Well, so with the sequencing though, so you were finished with all the recording and you're going through it, and then was there anything specific that lent itself that you can say, creatively, or as far as the vision y'all have for it, or something that you're expressing, or is it these just go the best in this order?
I mean, I knew I wanted it to end with Luxury of Honesty.
You knew that.
And I think we all kind of agreed on that pretty quickly. I think maybe the first sequence we had it end of side A or something, or beginning of side B, and we were no, it's got to be the end of the whole record.
Right.
Yeah, I think I remember just the opener and the closer. those were what we wanted to start with.
So you knew
something
laughing backwards was going to be
yeah,
was going to
something
kick
like
it off.
punky and quick, and then luxury is just like an experience.
The long,
Yeah.
the stretched out jam.
and then just putting all that filler in the middle.
Right. All the filler in the middle. It's like making a sandwich. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because sequencing, I don't really get that
Yeah.
very well.
I love it. I like thinking about it like a radio show, though. Like, I think I like think about it the exact same way I think about structuring a Strange Wave, because I have to come in with like part of the radio show structured, and then I can like go
And then you
like,
sort of ad lib
loose.
from there. Yeah,
exactly. I
Yeah.
can't come in with like nothing, or else I'll just like forget how to put a record on
scattered.
or something.
Right. So just to get it like started, and then from there
Yeah.
let it sort of work, and then work through what you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right. So coming up next, we're gonna hear Golden Hour. You know, I'm a fan.
Oh yeah, I
Gotta
know
hear
you're a
this right
fan.
now.
I thought of y'all whenever I was like, oh, this one's called Golden Hour.
I love it. All right, this is Golden Hour off Lucky Number, the new album by Optic Sink, right here on WYXR 91.7 FM Memphis. That was Golden Hour off Lucky Number by Optic Sink, the new LP on Feel It Records. We're sitting here while we're jamming out, Googling words that don't exist while we talk about
things that do exist.
Yeah.
and finding out about things that do exist while we're talking about the approach to writing lyrics to music. All right, so now we've got 20 minutes left, and we got 2 jams left on the album. So, we were talking about sequencing before this, so we're getting down to the final 2. And then you said when you were sequencing this, you knew on the front end that you wanted Luxury of Honesty to be last.
Yeah.
And we've got Kinetic World before that, so we'll get to Luxury of Honesty and how that came up. But Kinetic World is the second to last song, and it's a long jam. What can y'all tell me about this one?
I'm gonna give the mic over. I feel like I've been talking.
All right. Which song is in question here?
Kinetic World.
Oh yeah, Kinetic World. And Keith, you got anything to say about Kinetic World?
I can't really remember much. I mean, this was just one of those moments where, I don't know, we were just sort of fleshing out jams, and this was, I guess, this one I think like we all came up with together based off just playing together. That's my memory of it.
Hold on, this is a huge question I've had the whole time. I don't know how I missed this in the writing segment earlier that we covered. We did writing, recording, sequencing. We've got another chapter to add
another
to the,
ing to add to the
into
list.
the columnic layout.
I
But
do remember the demoing of this one went really well. This was one of those 4 that we demoed with Drew, and I remember as we were recording it, I had a really good feeling. Kind of thought like, oh dang, this is turning out good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Keith, I'd like to offer you an opportunity to make a retraction.
Oh yeah, so for all you dear listeners, when I said filler in the middle, I assume that's what Ben is
Yes, it is.
Stung about. I didn't mean it in a negative aspect.
All right, thank you.
it's the songs between the first and the last one. That's
and we were referencing a sandwich.
It's the meat.
Yeah, and each
a sandwich. You're building.
each bite of
you're
a
constructing a sandwich.
is more miraculous than the other. So as you enter the middle of a sandwich, it's not filler, but you're getting filled by the
my
nourishment.
God. We can't start talking slop.
Oh, yeah.
Keith. We got JB had a question.
So,
JB had a question.
but
We're
back-
over here
back
talking
to the
slop.
question,
We have 17 minutes and 21
JB,
seconds.
I'm sure you were asking about the writing process.
I was, but hold on. Just so y'all know, this will be on the archive because that last little thing that just happened for the past 20
That's
seconds, I'm gonna have
intense.
to go. Yeah, that y'all, that's like almost inside the tour van type of.
Welcome.
I saw Optic Sink go into like it's just the 3 of us having this conversation mode. This is not being broadcast on terrestrial airwaves. So
Forgive
you can,
me, dear listeners.
You can go to celebrate with you. Go to WYXR.org and you can see the schedule of the shows, but you can download this and listen again at your, as Keith likes to say, leisure. Hey, friends. Hey, happy Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big love for the WYXR people here. All right. Yeah, so back to the thing. The writing thing. So do y'all like jam these into existence? Or Natalie, you were saying on How Can I Help You? Or I mean on Don't Look Down, which one you were talking about being in the hotel and like you're like, I brought my synths to work, so I'm like jamming this out. So how does the writing, is it like I have a synth part or there's a rhythm, or how does that normally work? Because we haven't even got into the whole conversation about adding guitars and bass because before like the synths you were playing guitar and bass and started adding all this stuff to it. So basically what I'm asking is how does the writing work?
It happens a lot of different ways for us. On a lot of these, I would have like a really basic guitar part or synth part. Like Construction kind of came from a thing that I wrote for this Halloween 3 soundtrack. Yeah. And then a few of the other ones like Lucky Number and Golden Hour came from me just like writing guitar at home. But really like the real deal writing happens whenever whatever like basic part, like the synths for Don't Look Down or like the guitar, whatever, comes into the studio and then we start writing together. And then on this one we had an interesting process where like we would meet up for our like weekly practice and work on stuff together. And then like me and Keith would meet up on some additional days to work on like melodies to get it like more fleshed out before we met up with Ben again.
Put the hooks on it.
Yeah, baby. So yeah, I think this record took a huge step forward melodically because we did pay a lot of like extra attention to the hooks and to like working out what like me and Keith's parts were like doing together, specifically like in the melodic sense. And then we would like go back to practice with Ben, and Ben would add all the like magic drum layer, because me and Keith would just practice like the most basic drum beat you've ever heard on my drum machine. So we just left that like totally up to Ben. Another interesting element on this one is that Greg Cartwright came to a couple practices and was like helping us with some songwriting insight. Mm-hmm. So like, for example, he came to a practice where we were working on the song Lucky Number, mm-hmm. and the song was like written, you know, and we had it to where we could like show him the song.
But we knew it wasn't finished.
Yeah, it wasn't like quite clicking. And Greg is such a like deep listener. Like mm-hmm. he's such a like fan of music. Obviously, he's like one of the best songwriters. You know, mm-hmm. he's just this like amazing person with this amazing insight to have on.
Shout out Greg.
Yeah, shout out Greg. So he listened to Lucky Number, you know, he just kind of sat over like in the corner of the studio, listened, and then offered some like really particular insight, which was really cool. He would like talk about like Keith's bass part doing something slightly different, or the vocals doing something a little different, or like dropping everything out. He really offered this like, you know, he didn't change the song, but he made it all like come into focus, mm-hmm. kind of with these like little changes that really made it snap.
That can be so helpful sometimes. It's somebody that you know and trust that just sort of has a different point of view because you're so inside of it. Mm-hmm. You know, y'all are so inside of the process that having somebody that you know and trust to say, what are you seeing from your perspective mm-hmm. that you could offer to it? That's great.
He also had an effect, I think, like mentally overall, he had an effect on all of us. Just the fact that we were going to show our songs to someone. Like if you mm-hmm. were to come to one of our practices, or like Greg, or, you know, like he did, really just this mental, like, I don't want to show someone, I don't want to have not done my homework, you know?
Right.
I don't want this.
Before it's time, it's not ready yet.
Or like, I don't want him to come to this practice and be like, do you even work on this stuff?
Right.
Like,
you can feel vulnerable to be in that position, yeah.
Or like, you don't want to waste someone's time, you know? So, and for me too, I was like, I wanted to focus more on lyrics on this one, and I wanted them to be in a different place than they were on the last records and the stuff I did with Knots. And especially when Greg was like interested in working with us, I was like, I'm just not going to show Greg Cartwright like lyrics that are like total, like half-assed, you know?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Dog on the log.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to, you know, put a lot of effort into all this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not that I wouldn't without someone seeing it, but it did have this like extra layer.
Yeah. Well, and that gets back to the thing we were talking to earlier. Like once you commit to the lyric, because as I was mentioning on the insert, the lyrics are printed out, and that is, I've always enjoyed it. Like just reading along with the song to really understand, even though you might have thought it was something else that had its own particular meaning. Seeing what the lyrics actually are.
Yeah.
I know that there's sort of people are split on that kind of thing, like whether or not they print the lyrics, but I like it.
I've always printed
It's like
them,
reading poetry, you know, versus what you hear in the recording. Mm-hmm. But well, all right, we've got 12 minutes left, and we still have 2 songs left. So we're going to move on with it. Yeah, we got Kinetic World right now by Optic Sink off their new album Lucky Number, right here on WYXR 91.7 FM Memphis. All right, Optic Sink. That was Kinetic World off their new LP, Lucky Number. Thanks for coming down today, y'all.
It's been a pleasure.
Total pleasure. Thanks for having us.
No problem. I'm glad. Thanks for coming. And I have more questions, and we're not going to be able to get to them. So I do want to ask y'all real quick before we get to the last song, Luxury of Honesty. What do y'all have coming up, like gig-wise, tour-wise? What's going on?
Yeah, so we have our album release show is November 22nd at Memphis Print Shop. We're calling it Club Optic, one night only special event. We will perform this album cover to cover. And then Nate Packard is going to DJ. He's also an incredible DJ, in addition to being a great photographer. And DJ Divya Babe, who is on in like 2 hours
Right
here on WYXR, will also DJ. So come dance, come party with us.
Can we promise dancing?
We should promise dancing.
Enforce dancing.
There will be dancing.
Yes. come prepared to dance.
Yes.
And that's on the 22nd?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks for coming down today, y'all.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
I love the new record, and y'all can get it everywhere that we mentioned earlier, and y'all are Optic Sink on Instagram.
Yep.
All right.
Got it.
Check it out. Give them a follow. Buy the record. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all stay tuned at noon. We're going to hear the last track off of Lucky Number by Optic Sink, and this is Luxury of Honesty right here on WYXR 91.7 FM Memphis.